Hello, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to do some Pilates. We're going to start lying down on our back. So if you lie yourself down on your mat and have your feet straight and in line with your knees and your hips, and then just relax yourself down. You could put your head on a head cushion if that feels better. You've got a nice distance between your heels and your bottom. Just relax across your shoulders, your chest, your arms. Just check your hip bones are level. You're just in your natural curve of your spine. And we're going to start with pelvic tilts. So as you exhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis, flatten your lower back. Inhale, back to neutral. So exhale as you flatten. Inhale, release. So if you put your fingers on your hip bones, you better feel them just tipping towards you as you flatten, and then up towards the ceiling as you release. So like a little rocking movement, warming up your hips, stretching out your back. 2 more. We'll go into some pelvic circles. So when you're ready, you're going to do your tilt again, and then roll over to one hip, roll round to your tailbone, over to the other hip, and then round to the belly button, and then again. So just let your feet be light on the floor. Try not to grip the floor. Let your legs just move and try and get that circle round. So we're not going forward and back. We're not going side to side. We're combining all of that movement as we go. Do one more in this direction and then go the other way. Reverse your circle, loosening up your hips, your back. Maybe just make it a bit bigger as you go. Do 2 more. And then we'll finish back in the center. So you're back into alignment. So you've still got your feet in line with your hips. Your spine is back in neutral. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. And then we'll take one arm up, one arm down, and center and switch. One arm up, one arm down, and switch. So keep everything else really still. Stretch out through your fingertips. Just gently drawing your belly button towards your spine. Ribs are staying heavy on the mat. Do one more single. And then just meet up in the middle. Take both arms up, both arms down. So lift both, lower both. Keeping the ribs drawing towards the hips. So just trying not to arch your back. Do 2 more. One more. And then just relax your arms down by your side. We'll go into some single knee folds. So as you exhale, float one leg up to tabletop, knee over the hip. Inhale, lower. And then other leg lifts and lowers. So nice and slow. Use your breath to slow it down. Try and place your foot down really gently, keeping your hip bones level. So maybe put your fingers on your hip bones. Check you don't rock side to side as you switch legs. So it's light, gentle, slow. You're not pushing into the floor as you switch. Do one more on each leg. And then we'll finish with the feet down. Bring your feet and knees together. Just relax your arms. And then we'll do some hip openings. So We're going to take one leg at a time. We're going to lower the knee out to the side and then draw the knee back up. Let the knees touch. Other knee lowers and lifts. So opening out the hip, keeping the opposite hip still. So you could put your fingers on your hip bones again, and you're checking that the one that isn't moving definitely doesn't move. Try not to roll your body over to the side. Just lower the knee, open the hip. Do one more to each side. And then we'll finish back up in the center. We'll move our feet back to hip width. So we'll go into some double knee folds. You could always stay with those singles. We're going to float one leg up, and then we're going to float the second leg up. And then lower your first leg, lower your second leg. And then switch legs, switch your starting leg. So lift one leg, lift the other leg, lower your first leg, lower your second leg. So option here to curl up. Bring your hands behind your head, lift your head, curl up, and just support the weight of your head in your hands. You've just got your elbows in your vision, so they're not pulling in towards your face. They're not really wide. They want to feel comfortable. And then you've got the weight of your head in your hands, so no strain on your neck. Sliding your ribs towards your hips. Do one more. So finish with your feet down. Relax your head down, and then hug your left knee into your chest and slide your right leg out straight. So just gently hugging that left knee, and then circle your left ankle. So we're just getting a hip stretch, and then we're just mobilizing our ankle while we're here. You may hear some clicking and creaking. Let's go the other way. So keep stretching away through your right leg. Let's do 2 more circles. And then just release that left leg and bring it to tabletop. So you've got your knee above your hip. Relax your arms and then circle your left thigh around. So again, mobilizing the hip. You can make this small. You could go bigger to see how it feels. Think about moving the thigh round in the hip. You could imagine maybe you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. Go the other way. Keeping the leg bent, so don't be tempted to straighten it as your thigh moves away. 2 more. And then lower your left leg, slide it out. Hug your right knee in. Draw that knee into your chest, stretch away through your left leg, circle your right ankle. Take some nice deep breaths, relax your chest, your shoulders. Go the other way. Do a couple more. And then just release that leg, move it to tabletop, relax your arms, and then circle your right thigh round. So again, maybe you start small and you go bigger as you get the movement. Keeping the leg bent, very tempting to straighten it as your thigh goes away. Think about just relaxing your foot, not moving your foot at all. Go the other way. And let's do a couple more. Then we're going to focus on working our glutes. So lower your right leg, slide your left foot in, and bring your feet a bit closer towards your bottom than they were. You've still got your feet hip width, and just stretch out through your toes. You've got a nice solid base through your feet. You've got pressure all the way through the feet. You're not lifting your toes, you're not rolling the feet. And then we're going to flatten the back, so a little pelvic tilt. We're going to lift the hips up into that nice ski slope position. So you're pressing through your heels, squeezing your bottom. And then we're just going to lower halfway down and then squeeze back up. You're going halfway down and squeeze back up. So if you need to adjust your feet, then do. You don't want them rolling out. Keep the toes down and then press, squeeze the bottom as you lift, lower halfway down, squeeze up, halfway down. So on our next one, we'll lift up and we'll hold for 5 seconds. Think about pressing your heels into the mat, drawing the heels towards you, and then lower all the way down and relax. Take a breath. You're going to do that again. So we'll start with that pelvic tilt. We'll lift the hips and squeeze and hold. So you've got a nice straight line from your knee, your hip, your shoulder, gently drawing your belly button towards your spine, ribs towards your hips, and then lower all the way down. Take a breath, and then we'll do that one more time. So flatten the back, lift the hips, squeeze and hold. Think about your toes, make sure your toes are down. You just imagine you're pulling your heels towards you. Couple more seconds. And then lower all the way down. Stretch out your legs. Stretch your arms overhead. Take a couple of breaths. And then we'll bring the arms back and slide the legs back in. So bend your legs, bring them together, and then we'll do some hip rolls. So maybe take your arms out wide out to the sides, and then take both knees over to one side, turn your head the other way, draw to the center, take your knees to the other side, turn your head the other way, and center and switch. So reach the knees away. Feel that stretch through your side, your hips, your back, and your neck. So you can always not move your head, you just keep it in the center. And then when you next center, just move your feet a bit wider and then keep going. So maybe you'll find you can take your knees a bit lower towards the floor. Just mobilizing the back and the hips. We'll do 2 more to each side. And then when you're ready, just finish back in the center. And so then we're going to roll onto our side and work our glutes. So roll yourself onto your side. And so you could rest your head on your hand or your cushion if you prefer. And then you're just going to bend your legs and have your feet back in line with your spine. So then we're going to lift the feet, press the heels together, lift the knee, lower the knee, lift, lower. So we're working the glutes and the thighs. Imagine you're just gently lifting your waist away from the mat, pressing the heels together, working the glutes. Do 2 more, and then we'll add. So we'll lift the knee, we'll straighten, bend, lower. So lift, straighten, bend, lower. So as you bring your heel back to your heel, think about squeezing your bottom as you do that. We'll do one more like this, then we're going to take out the lower. So lift your knee, go out, heel to heel, back out, in, out, in. 2 more. And then lower their knee, lower the feet, and hug your top knee in for a stretch. Hopefully you can feel that. Hello, Abby. Hello. This is rather intense. Hello. Right, let's switch sides. Okay, so other side. So set yourself up again. So your head is supported. Your legs are bent, your feet are together. Lift your feet, lift your knee, lower your knee. Abby, come here. Abby. Oh, scratching her scratching post. Okay, let's add. We'll lift the knee, extend the leg, heel to heel, lower your knee. So lift, straighten, bend, lower. I think she's going off to bed now. Up on the sofa from her exhausting morning. Okay, let's take out the lower. So we lift, we'll go out straight and then bend heel to heel, out, in. So working the thigh, working the glutes, squeezing the bottom. Do 2 more. And then heels together, lower your knee, lower your feet, and hug your knee in for a stretch. So we're going to come back onto our back and work our abdominals. So roll back onto your back and set yourself up again so your feet are in line with your hips. We're going to float our legs one at a time up to tabletop. And then if you press your right hand into your right thigh, you're pressing into the leg and you're pulling your leg into your hand. So your leg doesn't move, but you've got that push-pull feeling with the leg. Then maybe add a curl up. You're going to take your left leg out straight and back in. So you go out, in, out, in, and then keep pressing into your right leg. You're working the right arm and shoulder, but we don't let that right leg move. Think about sliding your ribs towards your hips. Go for 2 more. Keep pressing into that right leg. And then we'll finish at tabletop. We're going to do a toe tap with our left leg. So we tap, lift, tap, lift. So if you want to make this easier, bring your right foot to the floor or take away the pressure on the right leg. It does make quite a difference the more you press and pull. 2 more. And then relax your head, hug your knees in, do a little gentle rock side to side. Take a breath. And then we'll do the other side. So bring your legs back to tabletop. Left hand on the left thigh. So press into your left thigh, pull your left thigh into your hand. Maybe curl up, take your right leg out straight, back in. You go out, in, out, in. Keep that pressure on the left side. So if you ease off, you'll feel the difference. Such a small thing makes a big difference. 2 more. Then we'll go into our toe taps. So you're tapping, lifting. So keep in that shape of your right leg. Don't be tempted to bend, bring your foot really close. Think about moving your thigh away and finding the floor. Press into that left leg. Go for 2 more. And then relax. Hug your knees. Put your head down. Rock gently side to side. Take some nice deep breaths. Okay, then we're going to bring ourselves up to seated. So what you could do is hug your knees, lift your head, tuck your chin, and do a little rocking movement. So you start small, and then you just make it a little bit bigger, little bit bigger. You can take lots of time, and then eventually you end up seated. And if you don't end up seated, just roll to your side, bring yourself up. Doesn't matter, as long as we get seated. Okay, so I'm going to sit nice and tall. So lift up through the top of your head. You're going to start with your hands just resting on your knees. If sitting cross-legged isn't for you, you could always sit with your legs bent or feet together, knees wide. So any option. So we're going to move our spine. So as we exhale, we're just going to tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone and round the back. As you inhale, you're going to come up, press on your legs, lift your chest and look up if you can. So exhale as you round, inhale as you lift tall, open the chest, draw your belly button towards your spine as you round, and then lift, draw, pull on the legs as you come up. So lots of movement for the spine, rounding and extending the spine, stretching out the chest. Do 2 more. So last one. And then we'll sit nice and tall again. So imagine an imaginary thread pulling up towards the ceiling. Bring your arms out into a V, and then we'll do a spine twist. So we'll look to one hand and twist, center, look to the other hand, twist, center. Keep going. Hopefully you don't have a wall in the way like I do. So we're keeping our hips still because we're seated. We're just rotating the upper body, keeping the shoulders down, lifting up tall through the top of your head. Let's do 1 more to each side. And then come back to the center. Bring your arms out wide. Turn your palms up and then bend your arms, tap your shoulders, straighten, just turn the fingers down. So bend, tap, straighten, turn the fingers down. So just working the shoulders, elbows, wrists. Let's do 2 more. And then we'll take our arms out, hold them out, circle your wrists. holding the arms out is too much, just bring them down. Circle the wrists. Go the other way. So sitting nice and tall still. Do a couple more. And then we'll lower the arms. And then we'll slide one hand away, reach across for a side bend. Come up, slide the hand away, reach across. And again, so keeping your bottom down. So try not to tip to the side. And then feel that stretch all the way through your side and your hip. Keeping the shoulders down. As you center, make sure you're sitting tall. So make sure you haven't rounded forward. Think about just going to the side. Do one more to each side. And then we'll come back to the center. So then we're going to come onto our hands and knees. And we're going to do a cat stretch. So hopefully we'll have an actual cat. Here she comes. Real cat. So I've got hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Do you want to demonstrate? Come here then. So nice long head and neck and spine. And then as you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone, tuck your head, round your back. Hold and take a breath in. And then exhale as you come back to neutral. And again, so you're rounding your back, drawing your belly button up towards the ceiling, taking a breath, and then control back to neutral. So you're looking just in front of your hands in neutral, and then you're looking down between the knees as you round. So as you come back to neutral, try not to look forward. Try not to lift your chin and look forward and arch your lower back. We're not going that far. So drawing the tummy. You can really work deep abdominals here as you round. Control as you release. Let's go for two more. Rounding the back. Take a breath. Feel that stretch. Gently release. One more. And then we'll just sink back into the rest position. So sink your bottom back. Take some nice deep breaths, just rounding your back. You can always take your knees a bit wider. And then just gently bring your hands back in, restack, and then we'll sit again. So sit however you want to, cross-legged or straight legs, whatever's comfy. Sit nice and tall again. Relax your arms. We'll do a neck stretch. So ear towards the shoulder. So relax both shoulders down. Don't be tempted to lift your shoulder towards your ear. Feel the stretch down the side of your neck. And then center your head, chin down towards your chest. And center, and then over to the other side. So ear towards the shoulder. Relax both shoulders. One side might feel tighter, and definitely tighter on this side. And then center. And then we'll do some shoulder circles. So I definitely need to stretch that side of my neck. It felt very different to the other side. Very uncomfortable. I'll do some more of that later. Okay, so we're going to finish up. So we'll just do a few more shoulder circles. And then we'll just relax the shoulders. So sit nice and tall. So take a big breath in, reach your arms up, and then exhale, press the arms down. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more big breath. Breath in. and out. And you're all done. I hope you enjoyed that. It would be great if you could like the video, subscribe. Thank you.